This is Valencia Dantzler, aka Mother Diva for the Mother Diva Show, and I'm here at the Chicago Resource Expo, 37th Annual, Rolling Meadows, Illinois, and I'm standing here with two fantastic, wonderful, talented gold miners from the Discovery Network, the hit TV series Jungle Gold with over 80 million viewers worldwide, George Wright and Scott Lemu. Thank you for being here. It has been just a fantastic weekend. And I just want to know what you guys, this is your first time doing a panel discussion and a private lecture at an event for gold and silver mining companies, and you're gold miners. So what was this experience like for you?
Well, one, we're very, very happy to be here. It's been, like you said, an amazing weekend. More than anything, it's just kind of confirmed or reaffirmed the actions that we've taken and the decisions we've made to get involved in gold mining. We've learned so much, and I honestly didn't know what to expect coming into this, and I think Scott agrees with me. We didn't know what to expect, but education on the importance and intrinsic value of gold, it's been illuminating.
Scott?
Agreed. I mean, we've always felt it in our gut that we needed to have gold, that we needed to have that asset just to prepare for times to come, but to hear the data and the economic, information and why all these things are leading toward, holding gold. It was amazing. It was amazing to hear. It was amazing to be around, hundreds of other people who think exactly like we do, and to basically, just like George said, to reaffirm why we do what we do, and the outlook and the optimism on the gold. Now, the outlook and the optimism for the country as a whole, it didn't look that great financially, but for those who are in the gold business and who are there primed and ready to receive those people who will be looking for a lot of gold in the future, we're perfectly positioned and we're excited about it.
Now let's talk about Jungle Gold. On the show, you guys have just been through hell and back. I mean, knife fights.
Ernest pulls his knife to defend himself.
What about Dave? Having gold stolen from you.
Holy crap. If Scott is right, they bought over 45 ounces of gold worth $75,000 for just 35 grand.
Why would they do this? Get down, get down, get down.
Right, that's it, done. Stay down. Up a bit more, up a bit more.
You better run.
I'm going in the back. Okay.
Scott.
The film crew moves in to help Scott and George.
No, we're not all right. What the just happened? What the just happened?
The militia, I mean, did you realize, did I sign up for this? I mean, how did you get through all these challenges? And you came out pristine. I mean, you guys are gorgeous.
Even better than ever, right, Valencia?
Right.
Having the cameras is a double-edged sword. I mean, it wasn't all, obviously, it wasn't all fun. There were some things that happened that were out of our control, and that's just life. Things happen, you do the best you can. And yeah, the cameras don't show everything. Unfortunately, they only show a small part of the drama and some of the things that happened to us. But we're just glad that other people can watch the show and appreciate just how difficult it is to obtain gold and why it has such a great value. From the beginning of mankind, gold has always been this thing that people sought after. And it doesn't grow on trees, unfortunately. You got to fight for it sometimes.
Now, there was an episode where, the natives decided to make a toll bridge for you to cross the dirt. I mean, how were they able to even do that?
Yeah, a lot of villages have these bridges, and they didn't make it right then for us, but a lot of times they'll have these bridges. They do get run down through time, people driving over them. But there's some arbitrary decision that they make to tax certain people and not tax other people. And we were a lot of times the ones that they would just choose to put some sort of a road tax on it, and it happened a lot more than it was ever shown on camera. I think they showed only a few roadblocks through season 1 and 2, when there were numerous, dozens of roadblocks where we would get stopped and people would be requesting, some sort of financial remunerations for what they said were either destruction of the road or for bridges or for no good reason whatsoever.
Well, what I thought was really cool is what you guys talked about in there, that you hired the natives to help you dig, and they get like $5 a day. You were giving them 20.
We paid over the going rate in the country. We tried to pay as competitively as we could with our financial means.
Some of the gold too, right?
Yeah, I mean the people whose land we were mining. Whenever we did pull out gold a few times, of course, there's always a split with the owners of the land. So the local villagers would always get a piece of gold, plus daily wages, plus we also paid for their food. And the great thing is we walked away, not near as much gold as we wanted, but we really did walk away with a lot of friends there in Ghana, and people we still stay in touch with today.
Well, see, that's what's so important, because I want to educate people. You're not just what they would feel like as two Caucasian men going into Ghana, Africa, and taking advantage. You were fair to the people, and people need to know about that, because people don't have any clue about what's going on over there, and they just look at people as coming in and infiltrating. Like in our country, I mean, Americans have a tendency to get upset when foreigners come over here and they take our jobs or what have you. But quite frankly, as an American, there are some jobs we just don't want, and I don't mind the foreigners having it.
Right.
So, kind of elaborate on that.
It's kind of that in reverse. In Ghana, I mean, when we bring equipment to the table, we create jobs. A lot of people, the landowners, they don't have the resources to bring in mining equipment so that they can take advantage of the resources there. So some people watch the show and they'll say, oh, you're going over there taking advantage of all these. No, it's nothing like that. Everybody gets a cut, everybody gets a piece, and we're welcomed. As long as you're following the rules, you're welcomed not only by the government, but by the chief, by the village, and by everybody else. But of course, there's always going to be some jealousy. People want you working on their land. People are, and they don't understand that when we show up, specifically with the TV cameras, because we employ a lot of people just for the TV production side. We employ hundreds of people, and it's people that otherwise wouldn't have a job, and we have a split with everybody, and so, we reclaim the land. You hope that when you leave, you left that place, in as close to, a condition as when you started, and hopefully they have a lot more money in their pockets when you leave. But typically, it's a win-win scenario. Of course, there will always be people, just like you said here in America, complaining about immigrants coming in. It's like, all right, well, you're not going to do these things.
I ain't scrubbing nobody told it but my own.
But again, it's an opportunity for
Right.
people who want to come in and work their way up and
Right.
become a part of the greatest country in the world. And so, for us heading over to Ghana, we're able to help a lot of people. So
Somebody's phone's ringing. We're going to wrap this up. Now, yesterday, Scott told me, he said he's from the hood. He wasn't scared of anything. He grew up in Long Beach with Snoop Dogg and that. So before we close, George is from this area, Buffalo Grove, outside of Chicago. I just want to make sure that both of you all are house heads and you love house music. We have to close with that.
I do love house music, actually. Big fan.
And
I've been for a long time.
It's huge over in Africa as well.
Yeah, they have the biggest, one of the biggest music crazes in Ghana for at least we can speak to that, is a type of music very house-like called azunto.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
and it's actually got a catchy little tune, catchy little beat to it. So yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining
Our
us,
pleasure.
and we'll be right back.